It's Week 16 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the 49ers and the Bears, and it's all up next.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Take it at the 37. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6th-year quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sight set on another big game right here.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Jamar Chase.
His 17th touchdown now
And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. As we count down through the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They've clinched the top spots in the road to the Super Bowl. It runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here, partner, to say, okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play down the stretch. We've clinched. We're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the #1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you in the playoffs by going out being really impressive down the stretch.
Absolutely, and you want to take momentum into the playoffs. There's also pride on the line for these guys individually.
Yeah, momentum and pride. Yeah, I'd make room for them and put them both in uniform.
Purdy's throwing to the hands of Pitts here.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 41. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Straight ahead, Walker. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on the 80 Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
Walker is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Pitts halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 14-0.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team.
Oh, that's in the double coverage and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Running left is Walker.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You gotta think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has had the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Here's Walker.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Now a run with Jefferson.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
They'll try and run. Walker.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Kenneth Walker.
His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Bears nothing. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Fields.
Flush to his right. And he'll have it past midfield, almost goes to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Gain of 26 yards. First down, Chicago.
Now it's Fields.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Fields now to throw. Got his man. It's Warren.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
A gain of 6 on the play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd down.
3rd and 2, Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
On the counter, it's Walker.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Ken Walker with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the 49ers continue to pull away here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the second time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm
fantasy.
going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
You talk about fantasy a lot, but you don't. Why don't you just play? You know?
I'm not good enough to play the fantasy game. I enjoy watching
you do it. You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ, lad.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers.
Puka Nacua.
Are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Niners 35, Bears 3. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chicago offense set to get started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Repeated the last play, finding Walker.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Now 2nd and 3. Purdy. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down. Let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 41. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Purdy bootlegging it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Justin Jefferson, 41 yards. And the 49ers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Bears 3. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And here's Rodgers to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. Fields. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
1st down, Bears.
On 1st down, Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. On play action, Fields. Fields hit, and the ball is loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. Running left, it's Warren. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A handoff for Warren. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, Does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white
Waving the
flag
white.
and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back to Walker on first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Again, it's Walker.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On first down, Purdy. This one brought in by Jefferson.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Kenneth Walker.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First down, Bears.
Now Fields.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Fields. Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 49ers' 43-yard line.
Fields throwing again. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Fields to commit there for a Chicago first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Fields on first down. Got his man. It's Warren.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
Touchdown, Bears! Jalen Warren, 28 yards. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number 1, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think he said focal point. But that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
They're going right back to Walker.
Able to slither by. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43.
On the give, it's Walker. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 34.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Niners on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Purdy looking to throw. And their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Jake Moody on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They run the draw here with Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dexter Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest, but now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly, but they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
173 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Back to throw, Purdy.
Yeah, he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Walker. Sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. So we have a tie now atop the all-time single-season rushing touchdown list. LaDainian Tomlinson, you've just been joined by this man.
And they share similar traits in running the football. Excellent vision, cutting ability, determination, will. They understand where the end zone is and will not be deterred.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. A partner. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. The sack cost them only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Fields now to throw.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Here's Fields.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Fields throw complete here to Komet. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
This is taken at the 18. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Sticking with Walker on second down.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.